listening to the album, good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look for the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. Ain't it sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white shirt, pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work, and I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me, if I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever. If I was to ask for Megan D Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at her feet? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like
Abracadabra.
And for my last trick,
I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra.
and for my last trick,
Just like that, and I'm back, bruh.
now back in the days of oat meat, right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping, take the case of
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Broncos and the Panthers next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect... And off we go from Denver. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll start with the option. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Herbert. Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he will have a Broncos first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Broncos at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Uchenna Nwosu He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 12 carries, 64 yards.
When a winning streak stretches this far, you start to wonder if a team is truly unstoppable. And here's a guy who's been very much the legs that have helped drive this team to wins week after week. And even when teams have keyed on him and tried to slow him down, he's still gotten the job done enough to avoid a loss. Talking with him in pregame, though, he thinks that this week could be his biggest week yet.
Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Mayfield to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a run-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Here's Mayfield. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Still going. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Puka Nacua, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here is 3rd and 5. Mayfield now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. To throw, Mayfield. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And again, it's Mayfield. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Mayfield looks to throw. That complete to Downs. Gets through and now an opening. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Back to throw again. This one goes underneath to Walker. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
From the gun, Mayfield. Touchdown! Brock Bowers, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 14 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then
Walker hit and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Fred Warner, the all-pro linebacker, there on the stop. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Herbert now. And his throw here is incomplete. broken up that time by Joey Porter Jr. You look at this Carolina defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Montgomery back to the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Got a man. It's Brown. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Butker's kick here is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A great move by Montgomery. Now the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Sam Laporta from 4 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers offense and Baker Mayfield set to take over once more. And he's an early front-runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. The offense on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield. A pass complete to Odunze. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Herbert. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. In motion, Hill. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Let's go.
Herbert off of play action. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime sack. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. This to Laporta, right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A.J. Brown from 6 yards away. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Panthers offense and Josh Downs making their way out. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. To throw, Mayfield. To the left side, into the hands of Odunze. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Mayfield. Throw out wide to Walker. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. Mayfield to throw it. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down. Now Mayfield. A hitting Juju on the slant. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, hits up with the tight end Bowers. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Walker. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Mayfield down. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Bowers. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. About a half-yard from the end zone, third and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. That's to Bowers once again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Brock Bowers with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now across crease here as he's past the 30. Wide receiver A.J. Brown, you see he and the rest of his mates returning to the field here.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Herbert now. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. In motion, the tight end. Here's Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Herbert. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Herbert. Well, this is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lane. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this.
Mayfield. He'll look middle here and give it to Odunze.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg.
Throw right side taken by Sanders. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Ken Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fighting his way through contact. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Now Montgomery running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Herbert. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
Oh, a short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Herbert throwing again. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. From the 21, here's a second down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's to the tight end, Wiley. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
Well, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal of 30-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The visitors' offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That complete to Downs.
And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
3rd and 2.
Mayfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now Mayfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
This one goes underneath to Walker.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
False start, offense.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here are the Broncos to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw here. Herbert. Caught by Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Herbert. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw, Mayfield. Short throw caught by Bowers. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Herbert now. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Denver. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now a 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Mayfield down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down at 7. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
At the 39-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one complete to Hill. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Tyreek Hill, one of the elite receivers in the league, and keeping defensive backs awake at night trying to figure out how they're going to cover this guy. And then, when the ball hits his hands, I don't know that there's anyone better in the league after the catch.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. Here in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. From the 31, here's second down and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. For graduate of the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. Mayfield with it once more. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Connecting over the middle with Downs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by Montgomery.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. This is 1st and 10. Now Herbert.
And he rifles one incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Now Mayfield. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker.
Taken down at the 30.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And Walker once more. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for the Panthers,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.